Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the sadist. Meet my victims. I mean, players. Hello.
You mean Killers of God?
Eventually. Possibly. Depends on you.
And Destroyers of Snoo Snoo.
Did you talk to her last night?
What?
I literally just had to describe what Snoostu was to my girl literally last night. That's perfect.
Destroyers of Snoo Snoo.
Alright, where we left off is you guys staring at what is Smab's home as a lava-filled hellscape.
I broke down mentally.
Oh yeah, Smab's broken. Freya's like pissed off and on a warpath. And I don't think the view of what's happened to what is clearly Smab's home, I don't think it is helping her rage, anger, or hatred. I think it's probably making her like max level of violence. Like she's gonna make you look like a saint, possibly. Especially since someone from her past, Midos, is involved with the state of your home, which probably just makes her feel so much worse. And it doesn't help that you are making your way there. And it is eerily quiet. Like, Kagoshima is not a massive city. It is not anywhere near as large as Tokyo or Kyoto. It's probably about the size of some of the small Chushu areas. It is tiny, small. And you have so many red flags going off for you, Smab, because you know that even for a place as small town as this, it's way too damn quiet. There's not enough people. Why are all the homes wide open? Why is everything on fire or surrounded by lava? You know this place is near a volcano, but you know for a fact that that mountain hasn't been active or I shouldn't say not active, it hasn't been erupting for a good while. It's still active enough to be, hot as hell if you go by it, but to you this is weird. It's theorized that it's supposed to go off again, but you know that that's not for another 10 years. And you also know that if it did erupt, there shouldn't be buildings left. There should just be lava, as far as the eye can see. And yet, here you are. The buildings are outside of the being on fire and surrounded by lava. There's nothing off about them at all. Eerily, they seem more or less untouched. And it's only as you encroach closer do you start to notice there are bodies everywhere. They are fresh. And for any further detail, roll perception.
Would I be able to tell straight up if they were human or not? Or are they too charred?
Some are too charred to tell. Some are really, really fresh, though. And you can tell that some are humanoid Digimon, but for the most part, from what you can tell, it does seem to be all Digimon, from what you can tell. Again, perception.
I got an 8.
Uh,
Oh, that 20 right next to it hurts my soul.
Ugh. So yeah, you don't really
I'm
get.
probably still too overwhelmed with emotion.
Yeah, it's a lot. You're seeing your home. You're seeing all these familiar buildings. You even see the local candy shop that you haven't been to in ages. All of it's here, and outside of the lava and fire is almost exactly how you remember it. You don't remember it smelling like rotten corpses, but yeah, that's how it smells. Uh, you do have this vague instinct that there's something a little off with the fresh bodies. You're not really entirely sure what's up with them. However, dear Freya,
Mm-hmm.
roll perception or history and do so with advantage.
Well,
12 with advantage?
yes.
Okay. It takes you a moment and you realize the some of these corpses are human. They're Nordic. You knew some of them. They were comrades, friends. In some of them, they were almost akin to that of coworkers, even. But one specific body is a little. It's a bit difficult to bear as you look at the last one. Because as you look at this last Nordic human, you suddenly realize they have all been tortured for years, decades even, before their throats were finally, slowly slit. From looking at their bodies, you can easily tell that they have been desecrated, mangled, eviscerated, scarred, butchered. They are almost bordering on impossible to realize who is who amongst them. You just know that they were people very close to you. What you also realize is that for unimaginably abnormally long, possibly since the moment they were starting to be tortured, their lips were partially stitched shut. What do you two say and do after that? Do you inform Smab of this?
Uh, yeah. I would inform Smab of this, and I guess in the process, trying to hold back anger and tears.
North and my Japan? More common than you'd think.
Huh? Oh. That took me a second to get your joke, damn it.
I've been holding that in since you mentioned them. I'm like, I want to do it now.
Well played. Roleplay, please.
I'm just looking at the ground. Hand, my unmetaled hand. Similar to when we were down the water. Just fist balled enough to draw some blood. And I'm just gonna just staring down at the ground. We'll get vengeance for them, as we'll get vengeance for me.
I want you both roll a perception check.
Perception?
Perception.
And you'll have disadvantage this time.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there goes another nat 20. Damn it. 12.
Okay.
Another nat 20, but she got a 13.
Cool, you both failed. That's good. That's enjoyable. Thank you.
Nice to know we're still rolling one above the other, or one below the other.
Yeah. At first, this is a fail, but it's not like it's a bad fail. So I'm going to narrate it like this. At first, you start to walk. At first, everything seems fine. But then you start to hear, "No!" Where are you? Come to me. Here, little toy.
What's the direction of the sound?
Roll perception. Disadvantage.
We've been doing so bad. This is a 12. I can't roll above
Wow.
a 12.
It's still a fail, but it's not like it's a bad fail. You realize slowly that you can't get an exact location, but if you had to make a guess, you'd say it was coming from all around you.
Damn it.
But that's not where your hell begins for you, Smab. It's what you hear next that really triggers your hell.
Oh, no. I've already had hell. What were you going to say, Freya?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
What you hear, Smab, is not a happy thing to hear. It does not bring you joy. It brings you anger. It brings you pain.
It brings me Grey Poupon.
Hello, little niece. Miss me? Oh, did you think you could just get rid of me so easily?
I'm gonna start wildly shooting out spitfires from my palm, hoping to hit something of note.
Are you doing this blindly?
I don't know where he is.
Okay. I'm gonna say due to your current emotional state and due to what you're hearing and you're shooting blindly, Freya, are you back yet?
Yep.
Cool. Roll a dex saving throw. Smab, roll hit.
Wait, that's damage. Whoops. Roll a 12, so you'd have to beat a 12, I'm guessing.
Yeah, she has to be a 12.
Yeah, I rolled dexterity. Is that what the one I was supposed to roll?
Dexterity save.
Yeah,
English
I
saving
rolled that.
just under your proficiency bonus.
Basically just -2. Yeah, I think it's 2 still. Right? Level 7 for a
So
ranger is a
they would have a
+2.
+4 in dex saving throws.
Okay. Now what's
It looks like a, what was it, a 19, if I can see right?
just be on the safe side? Smabsy, what she got?
She has not yet rolled.
It did. It's above.
Oh, apologies. I had my eyes are blind. She smashed it. I should say she smashed it with a 19.
Okay. To put it mildly, you kind of catch at a glimpse of your eye. You clearly see Smab starting to fire off blindly with no care about anything, just enraged. You have no clue why she's raging. Not at all. You just see Plasmon going ape shit, firing off randomly.
Terror upon their face.
You manage to dodge it out the way. But you still are just like, why? What is going on? And then you hear something different. Something that fills you in much the same place.
Mm.
Oh, look. It's the little pet. So tell me, who have you come for, little thing? Have you come here for your pet? Or have you come here for him? I hate to break it to you, but if you're trying to find your pet, I'm afraid he's already no longer here. I did so love the way he screamed for a time. It was so adorable. Especially as he was begging and begging for mercy. I hope you will give me such inexorably delicious screams. Where Smab was standing, you see Midos. You see King Midos standing there. I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw. You are going to have to do it at disadvantage, by the way.
18?
That's with the disadvantage?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Otherwise, nat 20. Guess what? It's 18.
Uh-huh. You failed. Congratulations. Roll initiative. Both of you.
Got a 20. I got a 19.
So she'll be going first. You're going to be attacking Smab.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
It's the mirror trial.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it is going to be the Great Sword.
Crap. Okay.
A 15 does not cast it past my 17 armor class.
Good thing she has extra attack, so do so again.
No!
Whew.
That's a 9.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you're going to feel a rush. You're going to do a legendary action.
Oh, fuck.
You are going to grapple Smap. So roll
Oh,
strength.
no.
Let me just find.
Nat. No, that's a save. Not. They're asking for a strength, straight up strength roll. So you'll actually click the word that says strength.
Wait, where do I click?
Just the word strength.
So you see your 6 core stat. You click the actual word. That is a 10.
What's your AC again?
17.
Okay.
But average D&D, grapple rolls are usually they'll roll a strength, and I'll either go with an acrobatics or an athletics.
Normally,
That's a defense.
but due to your mental state, I'm going to say it probably just gets skipped over and goes to AC. Just because you're not in mindset,
I would
really.
probably say, just for the fact that I probably don't see it coming. Minus the whole 2 attacks that he just dodged. In my mental state, I might not have enough mental space to properly keep myself away from this.
Yeah, I feel like just too much of it kind of just...
Too much is going on.
Too much.
So
it's
I
too much
think I
to...
just fail.
It's... Here's the thing. I'm going to say it fails because I'm going to use your AC for this. Because while it is a decent-ish score, I don't feel like it's a good enough or close enough to justify you just getting to fail. Like, I can't justify it. If I can't justify it, I'm not going to run with it.
Otherwise, that 10 does not get past 17.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that she tries to, but accidentally you slip. Basically, your armor basically helps you slip from her grasp. Kind of like when someone's covered in lube.
Oh, God.
Basically, she just tries to grab you, and you just kind of slip.
Slip and slide.
Yeah, you just kind of slip out of her grasp. Ah. Smab, it is your turn.
What do I see?
You see Freya for a couple of moments. After that, you see your uncle standing where Freya stood. He is taunting at you, laughing, belittling, and is making threatening notions of having abducted Freya. And is entertaining himself, if you catch my drift. Quite heavily.
I think I'd respond with a double duster.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Nat 20, 21, unless I have disadvantage.
You would.
Then I have a 10 and a 21.
Okay, so a 10. What is your AC, Freya?
Their AC is 15.
Okay. So you miss. Would you like to use your extra
Unless
attack?
they're, unless I would say unless their sheet says otherwise on their AC.
Yeah. Uh, so would you like to use extra attack?
That is my extra attack.
What do you mean?
I punched one, then my extra attack was another punch.
Oh, you said.
That's why I said double duster punch.
I just heard Duster Punch. My bad. Okay. So the 21 would hit. Because I assume you were giving me the disadvantaged rolls.
Yes.
So
I rolled a nat 20, a 10, a 21, and a 24.
So basically, the 10 would miss, the 21 would hit.
12 damage.
Congratulations, Freya. You just took 12 damage.
Oof.
You got punched in the gut.
Midos seems to have punched you. Smab, you just punched your uncle. Now, we're back to Freya.
I have action surge.
Oh, you'd like to use your action surge. Okay.
This is Uncle, so Uncle must go. So 23 and an 11.
Uh-huh. So 11, that's a miss.
That's another 12 damage.
Yeah, she doesn't
Holy shit.
She doesn't take that because of the 11. Oh, are you using your extra attack as well?
The action surge gives me back my extra attack.
Yeah, but are you using it is what I need to hear.
I used my action surge, so
Oh.
I have now attacked 4 times total. I have missed 2 of them. I have hit 2 of them.
Okay, so...
And I have a total of 24 damage.
Yeah.
Just repeated. Hellgut. Hellgut.
Yeah.
Like a piston.
Which means now it should be Freya's turn unless I'm mistaken of something.
Yes.
So, Freya, would you like to roll another wisdom save?
That puts you at 67 HP.
Sure.
Okay. Roll another wisdom save.
A disadvantage?
No. Yeah.
11. Okay, disadvantage 8.
Uh-huh. You failed. You're now going to attack Smap.
Oh my god.
What do you hit me with?
That would be the greatsword again. Hello, honey.
22.
Uh-huh.
I take 9 damage.
Uh-huh. And now you were going to cast a healing spell on yourself. Max level. If I remember correctly, you have level 2 spell slots right now? Correct?
I take it that she's being controlled, yeah?
I mean, sort of. All I'll say is you're far closer than I would have expected you to be already. Right. So you're going to, out of the highest spell slot you have available, you'll be casting Cure Wounds on yourself.
Nine.
Uh-huh. You restore 9 of your health.
I'm keeping track of both of us here.
Cool. Thank you. Alright. Smab, it is your turn.
Well, considering Uncle is classified as metal, super shocker.
Okay.
That is an 11. Does not work, and that is called spell, so I do not have multi-attack.
You do.
With my spell, I don't have anything that allows me to do that.
I already told you guys that you could do that. Like a long while ago, so no worries.
No, I thought that was an effect of her item.
No, the effect of her item allows her to basically cast her spells as a bonus action. All spells, if you have extra attack, will work. So basically, if you
Anyone who has
cast...
double multi-attack can double cast.
Yeah. Like, the more multi-attacks you have...
Part of her feature.
Oh no, that's just in general. That's just an in general thing.
Because all I'm doing is hitting with cantrips.
Yeah, that's
That
fine.
would be great.
Cantrips, spells that are of any slot level can be multicasted, so long as you have the required spell slots to do the multicasting. So it's not like you're getting to just like cast Fireball a dozen times for free.
I missed.
Okay.
That's 4.
Okay then. Congratulations, you're doing a legendary action now. Congratulations.
Nani?
You are attacking again, another 2 times, and your action surge is restored.
Oh god.
I think my ride is here.
Huh?
I said I think my ride is here.
Oh, do you have to go?
No?
Oh! I'm a dense dumbass. I got your joke now. Sorry.
What joke?
She was basically making a joke about you're the truck that's about to run her over.
I'm Chuck-kun?
Yeah, you are Truck Kun. Congratulations.
But you've already been isekai'd, so you now die.
Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, the real world is actually just an isekai. You just didn't know. It's just a really, really shitty isekai that no one wanted.
This reminds you of the one anyway, or just isekai to the future.
Anyways, so congratulations, your attacking
So,
has been refreshed, as well as your action surge.
we're gonna double up the plasma whip. Get a 9 and a 10. Then we're gonna surge again. We're gonna get a 21 and a 24.
Okay, both of those hit.
That is 17
Altogether?
damage. Yes.
Okay.
Oof.
Where are you health-wise right now, Freya?
I'm calculating. So 17 would now put you at 59 HP.
Okay. Would you like to roll another wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Also, this is just a personal bit of mine, but I'm not personally the biggest fan of the DM taking full control of my character. So personally, I would just advise us what attack she should do.
It's because of how low her rolls have been so far, unfortunately. Instead of staying at the height she was,
That is a 6.
got lower. Wow, okay. Wow, okay.
I'm just gonna beat your butt, aren't I? And everyone thought I was gonna get the new character. Guess we know who'd win in a fight.
You managed to get a pretty low score there. Like, really badly. Sorry, you're digivolving.
For me?
My character's starting to wonder why is the uncle so weak.
Ironically enough, on your view, it looks like Uncle's immortal or something, and it's not being affected at all.
Aw.
Yeah, on your end, it honestly looks like you are. What's the best way to phrase this? It almost kind of looks like you're tickling him. That's basically what it looks like. It looks like he is completely unaffected. He's just standing there being smug.
As smug as that kitty noise.
Yeah. Now that you have digivolved, I'm going to say any disadvantages you had on wisdom saves are now gone. And I'm going to say you can exert a little more control. I am going to say you're still limited to attacking to some extent.
Oh, what's the form?
She is.
Is it Saber or Valhalla?
She's in Saber Lucimon form right now.
Alright.
You are going to be still kind of a little limited just due to how bad that roll was. You're still going to be limited to pretty much attacking. I kind of thought you would have rolled higher than that. I expected. Because, Rangers, Wisdom. I'm slowly
Our
starting.
feature here only has a +1 to Wisdom.
Oh, yeah!
Remember, they focus on melee combat, not so much magic combat.
Oh, I forgot that.
Our
that.
particular ranger.
I forgot that. Oh, no.
Oh, you fucked our ranger over.
I accidentally put a ranger into the worst fight of their life. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I forgot. I forgot that you're not a wisdom setup. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Oh, King's.
They have that +1 and they have that 5% chance.
Oh, King's done it again. King's done it again. Ah.
Are we gonna have a God in the Machine moment?
Apparently.
Deus Ex Machina coming in, landing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, tactical nuke hits everything. Game over. I'm just kidding. Okay. So, how would you like to attack Midos?
Bite?
Okay, roll a bite. While I die of humiliation.
21. 10 damage. Damn.
Nice.
You finally hit me. Now you have multi-attack, so...
Okay. I guess we will do another bite.
Mm-hmm.
Regular attack, disadvantage, what's happening?
Regular.
Yeah,
Regular.
25. It's another hit. Yeah. For another 10 damage. I'm totally not the Pink Panther right now.
Well, it is. Actually, what's her health at right now?
Since transformation, you made the rule we go back to max, so they're at 101.
Okay. I'm gonna keep this on equal footing. Congratulations, Smab. You're digivolving.
Aww.
Yeah, you're digivolving.
I lose my duster pond.
You are going straight into your human form.
What?
You are turning into Plasnightmon.
Oh. My brain almost went, what? And then I realized, yeah, I'm a spirit Digimon.
Yeah, use the spirit type. So yeah, congratulations. You're now that one.
We match HP. I love it.
I'm going to tell you right now, much like with that one, how the disadvantages have been removed, so have yours.
I was having disadvantages?
Oh yeah, if you wanted to roll wisdom, you could have this whole time.
Well, my character didn't see anything wrong. And I thought there was, but then you explained that there wasn't.
Oh no, there's something wrong. You just weren't on the right track. I basically said, yeah, you're kind of like, you're close. You're not there, but you're close. You're not exactly being controlled, exactly. Something's still wrong, you just weren't on the right answer. Otherwise, you wouldn't get your ass beat, and she wouldn't be getting her ass beat, obviously. Now, but yeah, any disadvantages you might have had that includes towards attacking as well are gone. What do you do? If you want, because you have finally figured out that you could have been doing wisdom saves this whole time. Yes, I feel like that was a little overly evil of me, but that's kind of the whole point of this. Is to stretch some evil. I'm going to let you roll once with advantage for wisdom save if you want.
I got an 8. And I have a +2. We're gonna ding die.
And that's with advantage.
Yes. Never let it be known, we're not underdogs. We are made for combat.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Because you failed that, I'm going to say, and you failed it pretty badly, I'm going to say you definitely have to attack. Now, just to give myself some hope that maybe if I say it, you guys will start rolling it. In order so this way you're not forced to just attack every single turn, please quit rolling below 12. Please quit.
Are you now initiating at the top of every player's turn they start rolling wisdom?
They can. They have to choose to, is the thing.
And it is not free, it is action?
It is... Yeah. And it's not going to take up, like, extra attack, but it is at least one action.
Okay, so it's classified as an attack.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Plasma Blade Two-Hander! Yeah!
Uh-huh.
That's 21. Sorry, that's 23 and a 10.
3 and a 10. So...
8 damage.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, folks, I do apologize for this. I totally spaced that our ranger was not a high wisdom setup at all.
Hey, I barely have the one up on her.
I thought she had like a minimum of 4. Even when I was setting up the numbers for this whole deal, look, I thought she had a +4.
Look, you put legitimate stakes in. Let's continue.
I do apologize, okay? I just want to make it clear. I'm sorry.
So we can use the wisdom on one of our attacks.
Yes.
My character is still on the Angie mode, so. Die.
Yeah, okay. It is now Freya's turn. I'm going to kick the option of would you like to roll wisdom save or not?
Sure.
Okay. Roll.
Without advantage, we have a 12.
Okay, she at least rolled 12. So what she does next is more or less in her court. Thank God. Since you rolled,
Um,
you didn't roll high enough to get to deal with what's going on here, but you did roll high enough to have whatever you do next be your choice. You can reattempt the wisdom saving throw if you want, or attack, or spam some spells.
I'll try wisdom again.
Okay.
That is double 9s.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Is wisdom also possible of bonus action? Or no?
You know what? Just because you guys have been. Because of the rolls, I'm going to say yes. I'm lying my ass off.
Wisdom.
I'm lying my ass off. But we're going to say yes.
Okay. Bonus action wisdom.
Wisdom again?
If you want.
Yes. If you want, for a bonus. 16! Congratulations, you've won a BMW!
Not quite.
Just the letters, not the car.
What you have won is to be in control of your upcoming turn. Unfortunately, Spammy, what you do
Is...
What do you do?
What it do?
What you do? It's your turn.
What it do? Got it.
Now suddenly I'm scared.
What it do? What it do? I'd like to put everything into the plasma cannon.
Okay. Roll the hit.
So I go ahead, take my stance, and charge it up, and we fire with a 31 to hit for 23 damage.
Okay. Where is her health at right now?
$59.
Uh-huh.
And I will use my bonus on a possible wisdom after that one.
Okay.
14. Yep. Welcome to a low to medium wisdom group, folks. We're gonna fucking kill one another. Enter Giga Chad music. Now,
Okay.
I will ask DM, am I classified as mastering my ult yet?
No.
Then, by the laws of the ultimate, I go back to base form.
Yeah, no.
Oh, my body doesn't go back. This is new.
No. Um, but you do notice that it is very abnormal that you're not changing back. Like, you know this is wrong. You
This
know
is
you should be
very
changing back.
wrong. Mayhap this wrongness is an advantage to wisdom.
Yes. It is very much so, yes.
Yay!
And I'm so glad.
All turn on my ultimate wisdom.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad you did your ult. Because I was scared I was gonna have to, like, literally ruin this whole thing by coming up with some mythical bullshit.
All of a sudden, we have a third mystical player.
Yeah, a third
DM.
third player who is godly and saintly has appeared. Okay. Okay, before I scream, I'm gonna say
I can roll a total of 40 to 50 damage.
I'm also gonna say that what winds up happening because this is so strange and wrong, I'm gonna say it allows you to also basically make a bonus action attempt to do a wisdom saving throw if you so choose.
That is what I just did.
What'd you get?
I said I got a 14.
Of course. Of course. Well,
Because we agreed that the ultimate is my action.
yeah. Oh, that means you would still have another action, though.
No, we agreed that ults take up the whole action minus your bonus.
Normally, yes. We're gonna say no in this case.
Oh, then we're gonna double wisdom then.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this is the only case like this.
19.
Thank you, Mary, Mother, Love of God. Thank fuck.
Mother and God of Joseph.
Congratulations, meet beat. As you are fighting, you realize that your uncle was never standing in front of you, and that this whole entire time you have been wailing on Freya the whole time. And you also see above her a Bakamon who is literally just floating around with what looks like the ghost equivalency of marionette strings.
I can say this. She's got an idiot on her head.
You also see strings on you as well.
Oh no.
And you realize that this entire time it has been twisting what you saw and taking advantage of your emotions, taking advantage of what you hate most, and what you fear most.
Alright, until my next turn, I'm gonna play along.
Okay.
Plan now. I'm gonna fool this thing.
Freya, your turn to roll. If you want.
Wisdom?
If you want.
Yep.
Well.
Okay. You still have control of yourself. Would you like to either do that 2 more times, or would you rather attack or heal? What would you like to do?
I'll try wisdom again.
Okay. Are you going to do that twice or once?
And that's an 18.
Ugh. You still have control of yourself? You failed.
How do you attack as you had taken a massive attack?
Let's see.
So yeah, you just still have a bonus action. So would you like to heal? Do another wisdom save?
Digimon's gonna get an ultimate move, and I'm gonna be scared.
Oh, she has an ultimate move, just not for Saber Lucimon.
Oh, my ultimate goes from champion onwards. 5 cure wounds. Let's go. Yay. Actually, you don't need it right now, because... Wait, no, yeah, never mind. My brain fried.
She's lost more than half her health by now. Yeah.
Yeah, my brain did a fry. though.
And
Oh, that puts you to 77.
okay. I was afraid of that. Yeah, Muzzletov, you're digivolving again.
No.
She is officially Valhallamon.
Oh my
Elf.
goodness.
Ah.
Well, don't you worry. It gets.
As the saying goes, this is really Jiminied my crickets.
Oh, don't worry. If you don't end this quick enough, your crickets will be squished outright.
This is really Jiminied the crickets.
Yeah. I don't think I'm ever throwing a wisdom fight at you two again.
Oh, come on. The ultimate challenge. Final boss is nothing but wisdom saves. Let's do it. Come on. We'll totally win.
Oh no, you.
I'm totally not going back to Pink Panther.
I'm just gonna warn you now. Final boss of this, you're gonna struggle against, and I won't need wisdom saves to make it hell for you. He's your final fight for this season is gonna be a stone cold murder bastard cuck from hell.
And look at what we did to the last one.
Yeah, this
I
guy
did
makes.
that early.
Yeah, that guy's cute compared to what's coming up next. These guys don't scale smallly.
But what happens now?
What happens now is she's gonna do a legendary action.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Are you ready for this? Because it's not gonna be pleasant.
God.
Her corruption is getting massively increased.
Oh no.
She
That's
is.
a good thing for her. Oh no.
Yeah, good thing for her. Awful thing for you, because she's jumping all the way up to 20 in corruption.
Oh no.
Congratulations. Whatever you roll for a hit, I'll be adding on my end an extra 2 to both hit and damage.
Okay, then I'll be doing that. Then I'll calculate that. I'll do that now, won't I? Hey, oh.
Yeah, just tell me what score she gets and I'll add them. Just to be.
I can mental math. So what is happening up the next? We have one wisdom save, a second wisdom save with cure wounds. So I'm pretty sure that's everything.
Just a little narrative stuff and then it's your turn.
Okay.
So, as she starts to eke out corruption, yours is increasing, by the way, now.
No.
For what it's worth, it's not like you're being made to corrupt evolve at all. You could just feel like, ah, oh, man, up by 1%. Darn it. Like, it's not a big deal.
You are my worst enemy in this form. I'll let you know this now.
Oh, no. It's, you can see what's really happening. It's not that she is eking off corruption exactly. You can see the Bakuman is feeding corruption through the lines. You are literally watching as this Bakuman is feeding into the lines corruption, including your own as well. So while
what's my increase?
Your increase is by just a single percentage. So basically, you go from
13.
So you go from like 12 to 13. Not a big deal. You can still easily get it off. So long as you don't, take a shit ton of turns. That is. Because it's going to be increasing by 1% per turn.
Okay.
But yeah, you see kind of her eyes start to glow. You can kind of see like a corrupt light kind of strobing over her eyes. She doesn't notice it. You do. But like I said, you just see both into yourself and into her. You can just see corruption kind of just like slowly drip feeding down the strings attached to you guys.
How many strings can I see?
You can see that upon you kind of getting your sight back, you realize that there's 2 that are kind of like subtly broken on your end. But on her end, there's a total of 6. And now it's increased to 8. what you kind of see is that there's a string on both her wings,
Okay.
hands, or I should say arms, her legs, and her just above her eyes.
So her head.
Yeah. There's two on the
Okay.
head, in fact. One for each eye.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take my hand. 3 darts of flame. Wait, no, I can upcast to 4 instead. 4 darts of flame appear as I use pyro darts. And the
Okay.
magic darts, they auto hit. I'm gonna aim
Congratulations.
the eyes and the arms for
No.
those things.
You don't need to
Oh?
do that. You, without realizing it, you kind of like, you kind of get the sense that if you hit these, you don't need anything more than just one of them to sever. Like,
Alright.
they don't seem like they're tough, they just look like they're flexible.
Alright. Poof them. Poof me. And then 2 to the things, 2 to the sprite things. Sorry, 1 to each of the sprite things.
So here's how this will play out. You managed to get her completely free. In doing this act of resistance, though, it kind of severs your own in the process of resisting. Pretty much the next second, Freya, you come back to your senses. You see a very sliced up, pretty battered Plasnightmon where Midos stood. And the same realization slowly clicks into your brain. Midos was never here. You were being tricked into wailing on Smab this whole time.
Poor Plazzy.
I mean,
Good thing I'm made out of some kind of robust material.
you did more damage to her than she did to you. So
Your base form is gonna have bruises all over.
the funny thing is, if she had done the same amount of damage to you, you would have also been in your corrupt ultimate form.
Mm.
And because it would have been involuntary, it would have increased by a good bit. So yeah. You also realize the Bakamon are above you and above Plasnightmon, and you can see the strings that were cut. And it dawns on you that those motherfuckers used us like marionettes.
Like that.
Puppets.
The last 2 pyro darts, 1 hits each of them. If you will allow.
I'm gonna say no. Because there were a total of 6 total on no. Yeah. Sorry.
You did say I only needed 1 for each.
Yeah.
I do have 2.
Math caught up. Yeah. I'm gonna say you do hit them. I'm gonna say roll for damage.
That is 5 to hers and 3 to mine.
That's cut in half. So that would be
And seeing as that was
2 and 3.
part of my action, I am going to just go ahead and blow my last second level slot on doing that again. I just want them gone. Each of them get 2. Unless they do something before that. Or, well, Halamon does something before that.
Well, they are going to use a legendary action,
Okay.
which basically allows them to alter the turn order so that they go first this round. I am going to say your attack does hit. Unfortunately, it is cut in half, so it's basically only an extra 1 to each.
Well, they both take 5, so they eventually take, if you're rounding up, 3, if you're rounding down, 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah, they're both gonna take 3, just to keep it simple and easy.
Okay.
But they get to go now, despite the fact that Freya had the higher number.
Are they looking wounded at all?
A little. They're a little singed.
Cool, they don't have too much HP. That'd be cool if they did.
Oh no, it's not that bad. It's like, oh wow, that stung.
How much HP could a small little bastard have?
Oh, they're not that small.
I swear, if they're like quicklings, I'm gonna be annoyed.
They're basically about 3.5 feet tall. They're not that small. Small enough that you.
Oh, they're halfling size.
Yeah, they're roughly halfling size. They're not super tanky or nothing like that, but they do take some resistance to magical effects. So clearly.
It's funny that doors can be 5 feet tall at maximum.
Yeah. I am gonna say, time to roll, and that is even. They basically look to you two, look to each other, and just rush into each other and smash. And you can hear
They're
this.
gonna twin Rova?
You can hear the sound of chewing flesh, gnawed bones,
Oh god, it's
snapping,
a nasty version of twin Rova.
breaking. You hear crunching, cracking.
They are feasting upon themselves.
You hear slurping noise.
There are some days I wish you didn't have the ability to gross me out with words.
You're welcome. As they're not only feasting, gorging on each other's blood, guts, viscera flying everywhere, it only gets worse. Because as the viscera flies around, it is splashing on the other corpses. And that viscera is coming to life and feasting and burning and chewing and gnawing and slurping the marrow from all the corpses around you. You hear this in your head, Smab, and in your heart, Freya. Error, error. Digimon not found. Digimon non-existent. Error, error. And what stands before you is a mass of flesh, bile, viscera, separated tendons, the reproductive organs that have been almost pickled and boiled. It is slowly building and building and building.
How slowly is it going?
Slow enough to the point of where it's growing by at least only 20 feet per second. So pretty slowly, because you start to realize as it's growing, it finally starts to slow down somewhere around 2 stories.
120 in 6 seconds.
Basically, yeah. Which is pretty slow, considering it's still going.
What?
It's slowed down a little more, but it's still going.
Fuck.
By the time you realize, oh shit, we should panic, it is quite genuinely, and you've seen it in pictures, so you know exactly how large it is, and just what kind of scaling we're talking here. But it is 3 times larger than Olympus Mons, the largest mountain structure in the universe. There is no structure, there is no mountain on Earth, on the moon, or any other celestial body that humans have seen and been to that are as big as Olympus Mons, and this thing rivals it. To paint a picture, the Olympus Mons is so massive that it out heights 4 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other. You literally craning your neck back as hard as you can only see its big toe. The next thing you hear is this. Info found. Plaguemon. Omnipotent level Digimon. It is said Plaguemon is the embodiment of disaster, apocalypse, and the end. It is disease and corpse given a weaponized form. It is the only Digimon that is feared by God Digimon. Yeah. What do you say or do?
Hmm. Can I make monthly payments on my coffin?
What?
I said, can I make monthly payments on my coffin?
Are you saying that to this thing? Or are you saying that to Smap?
To both, I guess.
Okay.
I got a dumb plan.
Oh, God. Hold on.
But it requires the help of Valhallamon.
Hold on.
You breaking out the flask?
I'm gonna do something I said I wouldn't again. That I wouldn't repeat. Again. Now, don't take it quite yet. It may not sound as dumb to you as it does to me. So, my plan to have my plan is to have Valhallamon channel her elemental energies through me as I evolve into beast mode and channel all of our combined energy for a massive ultimate blast at the plague.
Hmm.
Using exhaustion if I have to, just short of death if need be. And if a Halazmon allows, using some of their exhaustion as well.
Hell yeah.
For the ultimate beam blast. Team move. Oh god, it's worth it.
I love my batshit players. I do.
So that is fire, electricity, plasma, water, ice, scalding water. That's essentially like that. Scalding water is still water, but that's essentially like 5 or 6 elements right there, all in a single Power Rangers style of Mega Beam Blast.
Mm-hmm. Four. That's how much.
It may not kill it, but it should highly wound it.
I hope so.
4 out of this thing. That's the batshit level of this plan. 4 shots of this. This is sake.
And I said I wouldn't channel energy to fire my cannon. And I'm doing it because this seems like I have to. Think of it like the father-son Kamehameha wave, if you will. Versus Cell. Only Goku's alive this time. What do you say?
This thing is omnipotent level. Basically means that that thing is on par basically with a god, the strongest of the Royal Knights. It means that this thing is strong enough to the point of where it is at minimum on the low end, on the lowest acceptable end, it is on par with Omnimon at his strongest.
And she's in ultimate form, and I can go to beast mode. I could get us at least near it.
Yeah. I almost feel like I need to take a few more shots of that, honestly.
That bad, huh?
There's. Have you ever imagined what it would be like to try and bitch smack Plague? The Horseman of the Apocalypse, Plague itself? Picture that, but you have no arms.
Mm.
Picture that, but I'm using a Kamehameha wave.
I'm going to allow this. I'm just going to tell you right now, even if you were to roll 10 natural 20s in a row right now, you would not kill him.
I'm not attempting to. I'm attempting to wound it decently.
Yeah.
At least enough maybe it'll leave us alone for a bit. I'm just my hope is to make this thing's instincts go run. At least for a bit.
Would something that terrifies gods of Digimon be terrified of two bugs? Well, we're about to find out.
Another ad. What if I channel the overwhelming heat of this area?
If you did that, that would definitely help your odds a shit ton, to put it mildly.
I would like to channel the volcano.
Okay. Alright then. Okay. Roll. Roll a d20 to hit. Just don't roll a 1, please. For the love of
Roll a
God.
d20?
Yeah. I'm going to say because of the way you're going about this, you're not going to get any buffs to the number. But I'm also going to say, just due to how absurd this is, I'm going to say you just need to not roll a 1.
I got a 4. Even number.
Okay, cool. I'm going to have Freya also roll. Don't roll a 1.
And you have a d20 button, so...
Wait, where's?
That's in your base form.
Oh, okay. Let me go there.
Please don't roll a 1.
$13. If an advantage roll, a 18. All that. And can we get an environment roll, DM?
Oh, boy. I'm going to simplify it very hard. I'm just going to have you roll a specific number. Smab, roll me 5 D100s.
Oh, I have to get the door.
242. All even numbers.
How much?
242. All even numbers.
Okay.
I like even numbers.
Let's hope when she gets back, she can roll at least enough to help you out.
She doesn't have a roll for that. So I'd probably have to add on to that with my roll.
Here's 40. 100. Okay, cool.
Is the
That's-
environment helping me?
That's 90. That's
Now, folks, imagine
260.
you're a specific character from Resident Evil punching a boulder in a volcano, but this boulder is actually an immovable rod. That's what I'm doing here.
So that's 350. Okay. You said you got 240?
242.
242, so we're gonna remove the 2 and just put that down to a baseline
Okay.
number. Just to make it a little mathematically simpler. So that's 570.
Let it not be said that at least 4 out of 5 times when I say I do something stupid, it's something stupid.
Then the environment.
Welcome to the Minotaur grind set.
So that's a total of. I'm just gonna round it up and say 900 even. Okay.
So, how did you imagine this going down? All of this going down?
Less math.
And less failed wisdom saves.
Far less. Like, it didn't help that I forgot that the range is not a balance between strength and wisdom. I thought it was a 4-4 split between the two, not what it actually is, which is a 5 and then a 1. Which was an error on my part. And
I have a +2 to my wisdom. She has a +1.
Yeah, I thought you had a +2 and she had a +4.
Oof.
So I figured, like, oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, even if one of them doesn't nail it. She's got a +4. She's got this. I'm probably putting it too low, even.
Leave it to the Plaz coefficient,
Ugh.
as you coined.
Yeah.
And it really has gone through one coefficient to the other.
I hate math. Okay. I think I got the end amount right. I hope I'm not forgetting to carry a digit. I hope. Anyways, now we just gotta wait for Freya to get back, and then we will go into the results of your frankly batshit plan.
We haven't really seen Plaz run yet. Was that your computer or mine?
That was mine. It was trying to tell me
good.
about.
Usually that means that's a failure to my computer, and I have to restart.
Yeah, no, it was just Windows Defender summary.
Oh no, Windows Defender, you have a virus. The anti-wall is fried. You will run for the heavens.
I don't got anything on here that they would be interested in. They're just like, oh, fuck, I didn't get anything from this.
Yeah, but imagine if what it is is ransomware, and it locks you out of your PC, and you have to pay money.
I have no money, so they would just be given a giant. Okay,
Meaning you'd never get your PC back.
yeah, it'd be gone, and that's how
You
that would
just have
end.
your old PC.
I do still have it. I really don't want to use it. I am not entirely okay with giving it to my girl to use because how it's not very good.
But it's better. A computer is better than no computer.
Especially since she could really, really benefit from it.
Like, I have a 2000. No, I think it's 14 Dell computer.
I'm not gonna lie,
Find that up.
the parts inside my PC are so old. I would not be surprised if like this thing was actually from 1950 or 1960. Alternate timeline shit.
Come on, it can't be that huge.
It's like an i3, I think it was.
God damn.
Yeah, really old parts, like really old. Like I'm shocked I managed to get it to work as long as I did, and I am surprised it functioned the way it did at all. And hopefully she gets back here quicker, so this way you people don't have to stare at my friggin' fork in a light socket. Do
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
hallelujah.
So, we have done up some rolls. We are relatively high, but it's up for you to roll another 5D.
Oh no, I did that for her. I did
Oh.
that for her just to make it a little easier on her. Grand total, the environment and then you three combined equals a grand total of 900 damage.
God damn.
That is pretty much next to nothing. But yeah. I'm going to say you do not scare him at all. You just kind of, with his giant ass, leans down to you. But because he's a mass of just corpses, flesh, viscera, and tendons, the way he goes down to you is literally by just craning and then suddenly until he's like almost like his head is going just straight down his stomach. And it's just a couple of feet, it's like maybe 5 feet above you now. Just staring at you. You're not the ones. Be gone from my sight. Insignificant whelps. Yeah. I'm going to let you two do one of two checks. Just a flat d20 or a religion check.
Hmm.
I have a +2 to religion, but no proficiency. Because my character's not religious.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take the 20. I got an 18.
Alright. What about you, Freya?
Let's see. I guess I'll try religion.
I'm going to say because of your connection to Nord and because of your, let's be honest here, religiousness, I'm going to say
background.
I'm going to say you have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Okay. You both succeed.
Continuing that 1-to-1 roll.
You... At first, it's vague. It's a little hard to grasp at first. But then it dawns on you, you know this thing's name. Because you've seen a mural recently that had its name. You realize this thing's true name, and it is not Plaguemon.
Akami.
No.
Oh.
Now here's the thing is, Freya, the name made no sense to you. Made plenty of sense to you, Smabsy.
How in the hell? Did I make this one up in Fantasyland?
No. You did see it in a movie.
Yo.
You saw it in a movie. But let's be kind here. Your parents were never happy about you watching it, but they always figured, she's with her brother. It'll be fine.
Almond Stars Omega!
No.
Oh.
This is from something that your brother especially had interest in. Your brother loved learning about folklore, mythologies.
Boo.
And this was a movie's rendition of a specific Japanese deity. A specific woman who went to hell.
Brother and his Jably movies.
I'm going to look up the name so I don't butcher the fuck out of it.
He likes watching them Jably movies.
I would feel awful if I could not pronounce the name. Because I used to be able to.
You did not save page?
No. I save no pages until I need those pages. Which is idiotic.
That's a horrible way of saving pages.
It is. It is awful.
That's horrible.
And I think I used... Whoa. Apparently I had caps lock on. Whoops. What was her name? Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts now. Oh no. Oh. I don't think it was Kaguya. Oh no, I have to remember his name. Wait, was it Kaguya? I didn't think so.
Kaguya, Love is War.
Wrong Kaguya.
Streaming on Booflix now. I love the variations I'm just randomly making to the world lore. Booflix, Jably.
Yeah.
Anyone that could spend his Inazami, but
Oh!
Oh,
Nice.
you mean Zamblies? Yeah, we don't deal with Zamblies.
Nice one, sweetie. Thank you. And you even reminded me of the pronunciation. Yay! I don't have to be a dick and fuck it up. Whee!
Welcome to the lore.
What you...
Of Jably movies.
You know her name's Map as Izanami. And you also know that this is a very specific rendition of her from that movie. You were not supposed to watch it because it was a horror film and you were like 8. And I mean like heavy on the gore. Like most any other movie you've ever seen never had the same level of gore. Any video game you've played, any manga you've read, none of them have ever had even half as much gore.
I feel like I was brought there as support for my bro.
Close. That is half of it, but you are also just curious. As was Yonecha. And unlike your bro, who did not handle it well, and was a pussy of unparalleled proportions, You did not have nightmares after you watched it. If anything, it inspired a couple books. In fact, it inspired 2 light novels. They did not do well commercially, unfortunately.
No one really wants to watch Warriors of Guardian Moonlight or read it.
Your brother loved it. But then again, you also know that your brother was very supportive of just about anything you did.
And they did not like its sequel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so here's one that you have to.
Freya, you know its name just because of the portrait and nothing else.
Hmm.
Trying to gauge if we have enough time for this next bit. I'm gonna say we do. It'll be a little tight, but there should be fine. Alright. So time for you two to decide. What do you want to do? You can either take exhaustion of severe levels and be borderline on the verge of death, or we can just not do that because you've already been through a punishing enough section because of my incompetent ass. I'll let you.
could say we feel exhausted.
Cool. Let's
Go
run
middle road.
Let's go with that then. You just feel exhausted. I am going to say if you'd like to, you can take a long rest because you realize Izanami is piecing the fuck out. Not in like a I'm running away or I'm scared of you or like what you did was really all that impactful. It's very clearly just a fuck you, you're not my prey here. It's clearly just a I'm going to walk away. Would you like to do anything before that happens?
I'm just gonna just look up. So now that I got your attention, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna say it was probably like at least 1 solid foot away, and what basically happens is it lowers itself and it starts to snake its way, so that this way its face is in line with your whole body on the floor. And you can just see the tendons and the gore and viscera just stretching and stretching. It's almost like a very gory, viscera-filled Stretch Armstrong moment here. And every time it does this, you can just hear bones snapping, cracking, stretching. You hear viscera slathered in gore and goo just kind of yanking and stretching and pulling, making a disgusting popping sound as it goes longer and longer. Tendons are ripping and tearing to expand themselves. It almost looks like a portion of its body like almost becomes like almost Swiss cheese like due to how much it is stretching all this gore and viscera. And it just places its face, which is now a little stretched out, right in front of you. Like its face almost looks like that. Anybody here watch Total Recall?
Recall.
Yeah. That scene in Total Recall, one of the dude's face is being yanked back as he's transforming. That. That's what its face looks like in front of you. But just not moving around a ton, just staring at you. With what looks like rotten pus for eyes. And as it opens its mouth, its breath is of just pure decay and rot. And it just goes, I want revenge. I want
What a coincidence. We're on a similar track. I'm here to deal with my uncle, and they're angry for some reason. Pretty sure it's for some reason.
You can tell that it doesn't actually like register what you said, or like it either didn't register, or it just doesn't care. You're not really sure and don't really care, probably. It just says, Izanagi.
Is that who you're after?
No. It's the name you should fear.
I'm sorry, but I don't fear easy.
Foolish little mortal. I would like you to roll an insight check, by the way.
Alright. Little Mortal, I did not make my way all the way here just to be called Little Mortal. I'm Plasmon. I rolled a 17.
Okay, I'm going to say that's just enough. That's just barely enough to get the job done. You have a flashback as you realize that she's kind of partially full of bullshit. You come to realize that, no, wait, the story of Izanami is also Izanagi. You remember that in the story, Izanagi basically betrays the trust of Izanami and basically leaves her to rot in hell. She is made to spend eternity suffering, abandoned, and deceived by the man she loved most. But you also realize that, oh, this part is part of the story. But also, fuck you for ripping off this movie so much.
Yeah, DM.
Because what you realize is that... what you realize is that this thing... At first it didn't look like it when it was standing up full and tall. But once it was down in your face level, that's when it was like, oh, this thing is literally the monster from the movie. Like one for one. There's what looks like viscera in the form of like boobs. There's what looks like almost like what looks like strings of entrails and umbilical cords used for hair. There is what looks like dead feet for nails. Their whole entire body is covered in pus, pustules, and warts, and welts, rot, and mold, and decay. And those are the pretty bits. As you look inside its mouth, you can see that it's just pure, nothing but absolute gore. It is what looks like possibly billions of gallons of blood. Its tongue is basically just, legitimately, it's just hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of dongs to make the tongue. They are not pretty looking. They are rotting in some spots. They have some holes in them. Some of them look like cauliflower dick. Don't Google search that.
I need you to stop right there.
Do not Google search that, please. Just run with it.
Do not need those kinds of descriptions. That shit grosses me out, please.
And then there's the eyes. On top of them just being covered in pustules and boils, they're also pitch black and soulless. And you probably start to realize that this thing was so, like, intentionally offensively horrible to look at that you have to wonder how in the Quaker fuck did your brother manage to get this DVD at all? Because he wasn't old enough to get this kind of DVD either at the time. So you have to like wonder, like, did he steal this shit or did someone pass it off to him? You have to wonder. Like, this is the type of gross, disgusting crap that even a rated R wouldn't be viewed as hard enough. It would be triple X rated at minimum, just from the gross. Just from gross alone, it would have to be triple X. So you're like, how did he get this? Now, whether it's stealing or someone gave it to him, you have no way to know. You don't remember really asking him or caring about that part originally. You just thought, oh, he has a horror movie. Let's watch. Yeah. As it finishes that sentence, though, it leaves. Clearly, it is lost interest and is leaving. And as it leaves giant, like, at least 4-mile long, giant oceans of gore every time it steps. And as it just, without a care, steps through the lava, you get this whiff of burning flesh. You're welcome for the grossness. So yeah, do you head to the freaking castle? Well?
You could have whittled that description down by quite a bit, my friend.
No. There's a very specific reason I've done that.
What's that?
You'll find out.
To gross me out.
No. That's just a bonus.
Because it was achieved.
That was just a bonus. A really awesome bonus. It means I did well at creating this moment.
But you said we could get in a long rest, so.
If you wanted to, yes.
We've burned form charges, I've burned spells, and I've burned action surge. So I am low.
Long rest it is.
Well. So you get all your stuff back. But it was not great sleep. You both had nightmares. Smab, you had a nightmare that you were trapped. That you were your old self again. You had no powers. There was no plasmon at all. All there was who you were. Scared, alone.
Okay.
You're tied to a chair. You feel your bones hurt all over. You feel like you've been beaten and battered for such an unknowably long time. And all you hear is, well, 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 little niece. Are you going to start behaving? Or do you need to be taught more of a lesson? As that said, you feel a very heavy weighted whip crack right into your spine. Crack alongside your neck, your face, and smack both of your legs. You feel the wounds ripping open hard. Is there anything I could just say before the next bit? Keeping in mind that you're now human, Plas.
The most I would deign to give them is just me staring at them with what amount of sight I have left, with anger and determination. As that is all that is really flowing through my brain. Sure, there's pain, but the anger overwhelms it.
Oh, little niece. Little niece. You need to learn to be less defiant. Whack! Cracks it into your face again. Same spot. Gets a deeper cut. Along your entire
face if I can.
entire spine. Then finally cracks you right in the chest. It does rip a little clothing, but not like... Not enough to get us to a rated R here. But just enough to the point where it's like, you could tell when you look down that you could see the ripped flesh.
Skin.
You could see the ripped open flesh a bit.
I would respond with a spit of blood to their face. Aiming for the eyes, if possible.
I'm going to say they're just far enough away to the point where it doesn't go in their eyes, but it does get on their shoe. Because this is not like a short whip. This is a very hefty, long whip. I'm going to say... You get cracked one more time, right in the stomach. But then you wake up to hear screaming. Before we get into any of that further, the dear person who just screamed, we're going to go into your bit now.
Oh dear lord.
Are you ready?
Mm-mm.
Too bad. This is all set up for what's coming later if you have to tell yourself anything.
Okay.
As you sleep, yours is also a miserable sleep. You got all your health back and all your slots and everything, but it's a miserable sleep. Because you also have a nightmare. In the nightmare, you are strapped to a table. Your clothes are gone. You are human again. You know this chair. You have broken people out of this very same seat. And it realizes where you are. You're in King Midos' dungeon.
Oh.
And you hear tap, 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 tap. It doesn't take you long to figure out who that is. Well, well, well. Hello, little pet. Have you enjoyed your stay? He begins to basically run his fingers through your hair. And as he does so, you kind of realize that there's basically metal clamps that have your arms, legs, and neck pinned. They are tight enough to the point of where you cannot move, but they're like not tight enough to hurt. before we go to the next bit, anything you'd like to say?
I'd say I'd probably turn my head and tell him to get his frickin' hands off me.
Ah, yes. I love that defiance. Let us play a little more, pet. He runs his finger down your entire arm. As he does so, a long scratch forms down your entire arm. What do you say or do?
At this point, I guess it's fair enough to say that I'm getting plenty angry. And I start making threats, like I say that I'm going to rip his throat out, I'm gonna kill him, all that stuff.
Oh, little pet. It seems like you don't quite realize the situation you're in. No armor, no clothes, no weapons. No one to save you. And strapped down with no powers. Oh, my dear. He puts his finger right in the middle of your chest. Runs his finger down your stomach, creating a cut. Sweetheart, the reason you're permitted to even live right now is because I want some pleasure. And that is all. You have no power here at all.
That's what you think.
He goes basically from your left shoulder, and pretty much the same way he's done repeatedly, he's just carving his way up your shoulder from your neck to your chin.
This motherfucker.
Now he just has his finger resting under your chin. What would you like to say or do? And I cannot wait to hear what your guys' little theories on what the hell is with this specific episode.
Can I move my head a little bit, like down, kind of?
Downwards, no, but you can kind of like move it to the side a bit. I am going to say that what you notice is that when he moves, the clamp basically moves to allow him to move freely, but for you to stay pinned.
Yeah. I was gonna say that I was gonna attempt to bite his hand.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say if you want to do that, you could roll a dexterity to try and yank your head to the side quick enough to get into a point of where you could bite him.
Okay.
I am going to say this would be dex, though.
X.
Due to the simple fact that you're having to move your head really fast.
You look for the word dexterity, you click that. Well,
Uh-huh. That's so very close. I'm gonna say you don't get his whole finger, but you do manage to like get him a little bit enough to pinch. Not enough to actually get a wound on him, though. Sadly.
you take a part of his nail, like a dog.
Yeah, kind of. He does kind of like flinch, but barely any. He does tap your temple on the left side. Now. We'll have some fun, but you have to be patient. I want to hear you scream for me, after all.
I don't know, by the end of this, you'll be screaming for me.
Oh dear. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Ugh.
He basically goes from your temple, cuts down to your left eye, and in a swift motion, jams his finger into your eye socket. And he pulls. And pulls. And pulls. Until eventually, like a cork bottle, pops your entire eyeball out of your eye socket. The strange part is what comes after he's done so. You feel everything in your body is now on fire. It feels like you are burning and burning. It's getting hotter and hotter. You feel like you are being cooked alive. And then you hear tap, thud, tap, thud, tap, thud. At first, you don't recognize from the sound, but you recognize after that. You see Orpheus. He is disheveled, butchered, massacred. Thousands of incisions are all over his body, which is bare. He is missing body parts, including reproductive ones. He is covered in new and old stitches almost all over his entire body. He is missing his entire left leg, half of his right leg, his entire left arm, his entire right arm. He makes Frankenstein's monster look gorgeous. 900 out of 10 level. He doesn't say anything to you. He's staring at you with empty, soulless eyes. Doesn't help that one eye is completely missing, and the other eye, from what you can tell, is fake. And his entire skull is also covered in stitches, and his hair has all been shaved off. And from what you can tell, his scalp, that was taken from a different part of his body. That is not actually his scalp. Is there anything I like to say or do before the next bit?
Um, I guess I try calling out to him.
He just stares. He begins to turn, and you realize that one of his ears has been removed and seared shut while alive. The other ear is still there, but it has very clearly been messed with as well and is covered in stitches. As you call out to him, He walks over to Midos and with a very damaged voice says, Master. Master. Now, pet, what have I told you? Use the equipment I installed in your throat. Miles jams a surgical knife into Orpheus where his pancreas would be. But from the lack of blood, you can very clearly tell that whatever organs that were inside Orpheus are gone. As Milos kind of removes his hand from the surgical knife that is sticking inside Orpheus's body, he says, Oh, that's right. You two had a thing for each other, didn't you? That should make this extra fun. Extra pleasurable for me. He snaps his fingers imperiously, points to you and says, Have at her. What happens is definitely awful and triple X, like hard badness. So we're just gonna say, if Barry White is romantic sex music, this would be some R. Kelly shit. This would be like some awful underground shit, if you catch my drift. I don't want to have to spell it out any further, so please don't make me. Because even I have a line. Even my gross ass has a line. Do I need to explain further?
Mm-mm.
Cool. Good. Thank God. But as that is happening, you are also being... And mind you, that is not from Midos. It is Orpheus who is basically forcing himself on you. And is quite literally, all while you are conscious, he is cutting deep with that surgical knife and is removing organs, one by one. And probably about then is when you wake up screaming. Fair?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. So, Smabsy, you have awoken to a very, very heavily screaming Freya. Do what, yeah? Smabsy?
My mic wasn't doing the thing. I had it on the mute.
Said, do what, yeah?
I don't think I've dealt with a traumatized person more than May.
So,
Not no.
okay. I didn't expect that answer. Okay.
My knowledge is saying maybe knock back out.
So you try and go back to sleep as she's screaming.
No, not me. Her.
Oh, you try and knock her out?
All my instincts are saying, I can't handle this. Bap.
Okay.
Also, maybe she'll calm down when she wakes up the second time. I am not a trauma therapist. I'm a scientist, damn it!
I don't even know what roll this would be. Would this be a attack?
That's a 21.
Okay.
8 damage.
Okay, keep hitting her. Like, she's.
Yeah. It's the first hit that hits.
I.
Unless you're telling me just keep going.
If you want to knock her out, you would have to literally. She's still in Valhalla on stage for a little bit, technically. So you'd have to clock her for a long while.
God, I'm gonna be cool.
Okay, I just clock. That doesn't work. Shit. Science knowledge. You can't do much if your body's struggling from being aftershocked. I touch with Super Shocker. I don't attack, I just activate it in my middle hand, and I touch the metal armor. Maybe this will stop the screaming and help.
I mean, you've already socked her, and I think you attempted to sock her again, if I heard right.
I attempted and failed.
So you know what? I'm gonna say that Freya, do you stop screaming after getting socked by a freaking plasmon?
Yeah.
How do you respond to getting shocked and she's walking up to you with the electric hand at the ready? And primed, I might add.
I have a look of afraid and confused. More so afraid than confused.
I mean, you just woke up and got woke up to here's a sock. I'm going to say if you want to figure out what her plasmon's emotions are right now, I'm going to say you'd have to roll insight. Or you could just not know what her emotions are at this moment and do whatever you want to do.
Is it
You would
insight?
probably look battle prepped. Yeah, insight. Not one.
Okay, you ain't no shit. In fact,
Yeah,
so
I look
much so,
very battle ready.
you think she is hypnotized again. You are sure that now she is under some kind of mind control of some kind. She looks like she's about to attack and is very aggressive. She looks like she's going for the kill as far as you can tell.
Massive miscommunications.
I didn't think we'd be doing this.
Yeah, again. Twice in one session. Let's go. What do you do?
Roll initiative.
Your mode.
Roll initiative, I guess.
You're way taller than me.
Roll initiative, you two.
16. They got 11.
Okay. So she's going first, and she's under the impression that you're trying to kill
I
her.
rolled 16. She rolled the 11.
Freya, what do you do?
Oof. Can I try to talk her down?
It's an option, I'd imagine.
I'm gonna say yes, but because you're not on the same page, I'm gonna say it would have to be whatever you try and say is gonna have to be said. I'm not gonna have you roll for this one. I'm gonna try and have you persuade
Role
yourself. I'm gonna have you role play this persuasion out.
No.
Your weakness, my strength.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. I don't feel like having you roll against a player really for this one makes sense.
Yeah, this one is accidental PvP.
Yeah, which I only intended for one PvP to happen, and I expected you guys to have already finished it quite quicker than you did. So, yeah.
So, how do you
Right.
manage?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is don't do it, it's me. Stop, 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 like that kind of thing, and trying to, I don't know, like show that I'm not a threat.
Smab, be honest with yourself and be more honest with Plasmon here. Does that actually work?
My job was to get them to stop screaming. It worked. I de-escalate. I discharge my electricity in the air, and I say, could you not be a screamer at night?
Can't help it. Sorry.
Thank you for that, Smab. I was just thinking the same joke. Alright.
That's all, folks.
Ah! Ah! Oh boy. Okay. Just out of mercy and pity to my own ass, I'm gonna say you guys didn't deal any damage to each other.
Okay.
This way, I don't have to lose my shit. I am probably never doing a wisdom save thing again. I'm probably never doing a thing like this again. I'm clearly, I guess,
Now
not
you
cut out
know
for
it's
it.
our main weakness. You can use that in Blade Slayer for wisdom spells and stuff.
Alright, so you wake up. That whole catastrophe just happened. Do you say or do anything? Or do you go to the castle?
So I'm just gonna look and just like. So what led to you waking me up in the middle of my nap?
I just kind of like kind of cringe or something, and then I start to explain what I was dreaming.
Do you include the ending bits?
Mm-hmm.
You need a therapist.
Yes, I think I do.
If you know what that is.
No.
Do you... Yeah, you don't know what that is, but also, on top of all that...
The fact you took another shot.
Smab,
Damn.
Yeah, that's the 5th one now. That gives you the scale of just all of it.
That was
Yes,
no,
I was going.
This session was about as awesome as the time I made you drink the whole thing.
I almost drank the whole thing just now, and I had more than half. So, yeah. Smabby, because she did drop the name King Midos, I'm going to have you roll history with advantage.
$17. Got the Midas touch.
No. No. Worse. You wish that was it. That'd be pleasant. You've read one history book that lightly covered a King Midos. It is not a pleasant story. It is a story of a sick, horrible tyrant that is almost on par with Rasputin.
Rasputin.
As in, takes sexual pleasure in torturing people.
Oh my.
He enjoys screams and threats and defiance. It basically... He doesn't like... He himself doesn't force himself on victims, but he will torture others, corrupt their minds, break their wills, their spirits, and have them do the forcing instead, causing more psychological damage to the person being tormented more. Because now this person that they've trusted or was in love with or was family has now forced themselves on them and has been used to cut and carve out organs from some people.
Well, he's a kind of.
If you've ever wondered what it would be like if Rasputin, instead of doing the screwing himself, had other people tortured enough to the point where they did the screwing, even though they wouldn't normally.
I get it.
He's basically a surgeon from hell. In a time where surgery was not really much of a thing at all. And you know that there are some documents that, despite going over how horrible, awful, and on par with Hitler he was, what he's more famous for is being the closest thing to a surgeon in that time period. The closest thing to the modern surgeon.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just, with the size comparison, I'm just gonna give what hug I can.
Yeah, I'm going to say she probably slips into Lucimon form as you are like on the way to hugging. Not you're there, but on the way. Like by the time you got like your arms out and are like just a couple of feet away, she just turned into Lucimon. And Lucimon, you see Plasmon going in for a hug. Do what?
What do?
See.
Because the Midas touch isn't here.
I just hug back, like hold her really tight.
As you hug really tight, you both hear this. Oh, isn't that adorable? The little pets are hugging. It's so adorable when they mimic people.
Damn it, where's noise?
All around you. It is coming from everywhere, all at once. Well now, did you enjoy your little dreams?
You're on the list, bitch.
Oh, little short stack thinks it's threatening. How pleasurable.
I'll have you know I can still grow.
I'm sure, little one. Smap, I'm going to have you roll a d20 right now. A flat d20.
Natural 20.
You realize that he is definitely coming on to you the same way that in Dreamland. But you also realize his mannerisms are clearly a dead ringer for the nightmare you had as well. You slowly start to realize that this asshole pumped you both with nightmares. And you can tell he is enjoying it a lot. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I'm
Punt.
just gonna stop hugging. I'm just gonna point in random directions, like, how would you like it if I threw you in a chair and did unspeakable things to you?
Oh, sweetie. It's not nice to threaten with a good time.
Oh, it won't be a good time when I'm done with you. How's a good old 5,000 lumens at 8,000 volts sound?
Sounds electric.
You're corny!
I'm going to have you both roll a d20. I'm going to let you choose. Either a flat d20 or perception. I'll let you choose.
I'm going Percep. I'm Percepin.
Yeah, same.
14, double 14, a motherfucker.
Okay, that's not bad.
And
I'm gonna say that's I'm gonna say that's just like
12
flirting on the line.
on Freya.
I'm gonna say that 14 is kind of what like gets you this. You can tell that he's clearly coming from either. You can kind of tell the direction a little clearer now. Now that you've got him talking and getting off to it, you can tell that he is basically in a rough area. You can tell he's either in the temple or in the volcano. You're not really sure which.
You know, for someone who talks a lot of shit, I'm pretty sure about as weak as a grape in a Sunday mass.
Oh, that's so cute, little pet. How about this? If you really think I'm so weak, make your way to me, and I'll show you the fun I can bring.
We've been doing a lot of work getting here. Why don't you just show us the way?
Oh, where's the fun in that? Especially since I left a prize for you, little one.
Ain't nothing surprising or surprising about you.
Not even having your dear, precious little brother bound and enslaved like a good little slut. You mean that kind of surprise isn't good enough? Oh.
You probably tricked him. You're way too weak for him. Compared to him, you're like an ant in a sun-dried tomato, about to be eaten by a donkey.
Oh. It's cute when they act tough.
Tougher than you.
Come find me, and I'll show you both a good time. You could
Good time, please. You wouldn't know what that'd be if you were hit by a truck going 500 miles an hour.
You feel his presence disappear before you could say your line, unfortunately. So you just kind of look a little crazy. But you can feel a tightening in your chest. You remember one of Kai's biggest faults as a scientist and as an individual. He is an optimist. And
Fuck.
Sugar.
It's some of the worst. Trust me, I know.
And he sugarcoats how bad things really are at times.
Hey, we share things in common.
And it just dawned on you that what he called being tricked probably was getting enslaved. And it dawns on you further. Your
Brother's an idiot.
not an idiot, just gullible. To an extreme.
Yeah, an idiot.
But another thing you realize is that he's never been good with heat. And you're in
Fucking hell.
and you are in basically your brother's idea of hell, and then something else dawns on you. You realize this isn't just your brother's hell. This is a drawing he did once of Kagoshima covered in lava. You realize that while Izanami Corpse Edition is from the movie you two watched, the way Kagoshima is now is one of his drawings. And you also remember, like, when it comes to heat, he can just barely handle a green bell pepper. Barely being the key word. So, lava and fire everywhere, you suddenly realize that maybe that threat of your brother being enslaved isn't quite as empty as you made it seem. By a lot. But now the question...
Hopefully I've worked them enough that they'll make a lethal mistake.
Lethal for you? Possibly.
Hey, a mistake is a mistake.
Where do you two go? Do you head to the temple, which is closest, or do you head to the volcano?
I know they say don't split the party, but we could scout.
Yeah, that's true.
We famously have never been good at this. But we could.
Is that what you're doing?
What do you say?
Sure.
Where you want to go?
I guess I'll go to the temple.
Okay, that leaves me to the volcano. Oh no, it's the 6th step. Never split the party. What did I just do? I made it entertaining is what I did. Oh no! It's gone.
Almost.
Oh no. So, this is officially the stream where I've made you drink the most times.
Nice. Chug, chug, chug.
Empty.
Oh dear God. Sounds like you need a refill there, friendo. Have we hit a next time on segment yet?
No. We have reached a moment where I'm pretty much going to just tell you start working on a second character, both of you.
What? Why?
Just do it. Alright,
No.
here we go. Are you both trying to do this stealthily?
We're only scouting. We're not fighting anything.
Yeah, okay, so stealth rolls, please.
I got a 14.
Uh-huh.
Not too bad, considering it's disadvantage.
And where are you going?
I had volcano.
Fuck.
And they got double 18s!
Okay. 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 Okay.
I will converse with the volcano if it comes to it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe there's a Merrimon up here.
No. I'm starting to think I should have just put up a giant wall, or maybe not brought up the volcano at all, I guess. But I didn't think you'd go with the idea of splitting the party of all things.
We're only scouting. I doubt we're going very far. Also, we do have instant talking to one another.
Unfortunately, while Freya succeeded, Smab, you did not. By a good bit. Unfortunately.
Oh.
Smab, as you make your way to the volcano, you look down into it. What you realize is Midos is down there. And he is just standing right in the middle of the volcano. He is not
That's
hurting.
all the information I need.
Oh no. I hate to break it to you, did not roll that well. At all. You are off by a good bit. You are found out. And you're going to have to make a dex save. And I'm begging to God that you roll high.
Oh.
13.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ping a message. I found Minos. He's in a volcano. I don't think he likes me.
We'll get to that in a sec. Start begging to God, please. Shit. Okay, that's an 80. Smab, you are officially on fire. You are burning.
Oh, what?
And fire is one of my elements, so half damage?
No. You're still going to reproduce it. It's just not going to be half due to the fact it's the intensity of lava instead of normal fire. So it's going to be quartered instead of half.
Okay.
It's still reduced. But unfortunately, it is lava, so it does a d12. 7 plus the 5, so that's 13 damage. Minus a third. So that would be if half is, let's say 7, so that would be instead
That'd be about
9.
3 or so damage. 3, 4 damage?
Really?
I resist, I think.
Because instead of halving, you're taking a third instead.
Yeah, but properly having a third of 7 is something
There's plus
in
5.
D&D not... Oh, plus 5.
Yeah. So 13 cut by
Oh,
3.
I see.
Cut into 3s, that is... With rounding up, that's 8? I think? Fucks it. I'm cheating. Yeah, I'm breaking out the calculator.
So it was 18 total then?
No, 13.
Okay.
13 divided by 3. Okay, we're going to say that it is 4 points of damage. Just to make it easiest. And you are pulled. You are now standing in lava. So 40 into a third.
And I go beast mode and start clawing my way up.
Take 13 damage. You can, but you will be taking an opportunity attack.
I got pulled how far?
All the way to him. So you're going to have to dash if you want to get out of the lava. That's not even just to get out of range. That's just to get out of the lava. So what do you do?
So in this form, I am now back up to full.
Mhm.
And I am full action dash and climb on the wall.
Okay. That does give him an opportunity attack. And unfortunately, he does have a reaction, legendary action, too. Unfortunately. Which means if he rolls 100, you're not moving. If he rolls 100 is the key word, though. And he did not. He got a 40. He still gets to hit you, but you don't have any negative effect. He misses.
Yo.
Thank good.
He is 1 away, though, is the scary part. 1 away. So you managed to run. Good job. He is going to try and re-grab you. And try and re-pull you back in. He succeeds. Yeah.
Oh, I have another dumb idea.
Before we get into that, let's go into her real quick. So here's what happens with you. You manage to sneak your way into the temple. And what you see is a giant mastiff made of stone. It is sitting there, staring unblinkingly. Hold up. Oh, I can't expand any further, damn it.
Yeah, the image is pretty good,
Cool.
as is.
Now, so you see this giant, almost demonic looking mastiff. It is just sitting. It is not blinking. And it is almost, in a sense, drooling. But it is drooling almost what looks like evil energy. And I'm going to have you re-roll your stealth.
Well,
You notice its head slowly cracking as it turns to you.
Oh God.
Stares at you. Come here. And you feel your entire body gripped and yanked right through the door. You do take 2 points of damage from that. You crash through. And in doing so, it is staring at you. Must do as commanded. As you begin to blink, you suddenly have the Mastiff in front of you, its mouth open as it sinks into your flesh. And I was afraid of that. Okay. That is... Oof! So that's 14 damage. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No. There. Blech. And good news. You are not poisoned.
Oh, thank goodness.
And you also aren't bleeding.
Hmm.
But you did take 14 damage, though. We'll go around with you, and then we'll switch back to Smab real quick. Freya, what do you do? Now that you've been bitten.
Uh. Hmm. And I cure wounds and try to make the dog step down.
Cure wounds, definitely.
Okay.
I'm going to say, how do you plan to get the stone dog from hell to back down?
uh,
No roll.
Let's see.
my brain has so many ideas flying through.
Um. Do I know that Smav is in trouble?
I'd say as of the end of this turn, you will. Right
Okay.
now, you have no idea for this turn.
Okay. I guess I would tell the dog like with my weapon drawn just in case that I'm not here to fight the dog. I'm just here to do my mission and to step aside, like trying to be as intimidating as I can. I guess I don't know.
I'm just imagining it's just, I am here to finish a job. Now move aside. Something
Yeah,
like
pretty.
that.
It just stares at you. Must do as commanded. Commanded.
Who commands you?
Master. I'm going to let you do two things right now. First, I'm going to let you roll an Arcana check.
That's basically a straight roll. That was a 5.
Ooh.
Okay, you know nothing. I'm also going to have you roll a history check.
History. Where are you? Here we go.
That's a 14. Wait. Yeah, that's a 14.
You know what? I'm going to say with advantage just because of how fresh.
14.
Oh, that's even with advantage?
They rolled a 9 and a 14.
Okay. You have this nagging feeling like you've seen the symbol on the dog's head somewhere. And not from somewhere pleasant. But that's about all you can gather.
Damn.
And then you hear it resonate from within your own heart. You hear Smab is in trouble. Smab has found Midos.
I found Midos. I'm in trouble. He don't like me.
Yeah. So we've done two turns. No, we haven't done two turns yet. I'm sorry. So The dog just staring at you. I'm gonna say bites into your stomach this time.
Oof.
Ah. What's your AC again?
Um. God, why isn't it responding? Give me a minute. Had to close it, maybe?
I do believe she has a static AC of 15 at base form.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a hit. Bummer.
Cool.
That
Well,
is.
we haven't been to a shop.
That is. Oh no, you've been to a
That's the one
shop.
recommended.
You've been to a shop. You just didn't want to buy anything.
Did end up swinging since the one recommended.
So that's 8 damage total. And now time to roll the d100s. Congratulations, you're not
Wait,
poisoned,
everyone.
and you're not bleeding.
Thank goodness.
You just took 8 damage, that's all.
Whew.
Now that we've done that, we go to you, Freya, and then we go to the Smabster. So, Freya, what would you like to do?
I'd say that I start to back out of the room as quick as I can, but keeping my weapon drawn, facing the dog so I can try to get to Plasma as soon as I can.
Because you try to move, he's going to opportunity attack you.
No.
Is that fine?
Okay.
Does she not have Misty Step as bonus action
Do you?
for spells?
Do you, and do you want to use it?
Misty Step.
I'll double check your character sheet for you. I'm pretty sure you do.
Let's see. I see.
Freya spells. Yeah, Misty Step, level 2 spell. Gets you 30 feet and is a bonus action. That's 30 feet in any direction, mind you.
Where is it? I don't see it.
You don't. We have failed in adding things to your spell list.
Sorry.
So it's on the D&D Beyond app.
Oh.
I think probably what would be best is if I have Smab in charge of updating your sheet, because my sleep has been hell. Nice. It's either that or have Smab teach you how to update your sheet, I guess.
Remember, we agreed to that when she gets a PC.
Yes, because it'd be so
Because on the
much...
phone, it's a tad difficult.
Yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, I'm looking for it on the phone, and it's like, where is it?
Yeah. Just
What
enough.
You have... So, your spells are Primal Savagery, Shape Water, Absorb Elements, Cure Wounds, Protect from Evil and Good, Searing Smite, and then for second level, you can have bonus to Absorb Elements, Cure Wounds, Protect from Evil and Good, and you get Healing Spirit, Locate Object, and Misty Step as second level spells.
What does Misty Step do again? Just a
Wow.
refresher.
It allows you to move 30 feet in any direction as a bonus action.
Okay.
Also, I forget why, but there's etherealness. Wait, that's from your class.
Yeah.
Oh.
You also have that as a bonus action. You step into the border of the regions of the ethereal plane. In the area you were at overlaps with your current plane. You remain in the border of the ethereal plane. Let's
Ignore
see.
the parts about getting kicked out or can't overlap with stuff. Just ignore those. Remember
And
that goes.
oh, you can straight up use Etherealness to go into a different plane of existence, say fuck you, and just make your way to me. Essentially.
In that case, that's what I'll do.
Final answer?
Yep.
Legendary
So
action.
you have a way to reconvene with me, quite simply, and we didn't know.
Legendary action.
Motherfucker.
Oh god.
Yeah.
SOP.
Yeah.
What kind
Bloodhound.
of power does he fucking have?
Bloodhound.
There ain't no blood.
Oh,
Not
no,
here.
no. No, basically, even though you have poofed to an alternate dimension, he is still
Oh, he
following
can
you.
track you on this plane.
Yeah.
But he can't attack.
Kind of. He can. There is a way he can attack. It's just not gonna do jack shit. It'll be like an annoying bug bite. And that's about the most he could be able to do until you come back into this dimension. But yeah, basically,
But
you
yeah, that is
leave.
your once in a long rest move.
Yeah.
Please continue.
So yeah, he's gonna follow you,
What the fuck?
and he is not following you lightly. He is pretty much the whole way within 5 feet of you. But it does allow you to not get opportunity attacked, though. But he is, like I said, the whole way 5 feet behind you. The whole way. So basically, the moment you return and you try to move past him, he will then get to do opportunity attack anyways. But yeah, do you just straight beeline for Smabsy?
Yep.
Okay. We go to Smab now. I'm going to say that you have one turn before she gets here. Because I feel like she's got to be like full pelt running her ass off. Especially with a dog on her ass the whole way. I feel like anything other than that would be ludicrous and outlandish. I am going to have you roll initiative.
14.
Whew. Yeesh. That would be a 29 total. And because it is him who's going first, and a turn has already passed, and you're in the lava, 80 divided by 3. You are taking 27 damage. Let's see. He's going to cast a spell. He casts Lava Vines. It is technically for him, it is a slotted spell, for good news. The bad news is basically he's just made the lava, on top of damaging you now, he's also made it difficult terrain.
Don't worry, I got a plan for this.
In order to get out of the lava now, it is going to take basically, no matter what, 2 turns.
I'm gonna have you saying otherwise.
Unless you have Misty Step, I very heavily doubt it. Or unless you have her ability to go to an alternate dimension, I'm afraid. He is going to attack, though. If a 12 hits, I owe money somewhere.
No.
He is going to use a bonus action, though, to reignite the lava again to force it to do more damage. That is a 70 divided by 3.
Nay, divided by 75% as I use absorb elements as a reaction.
Divided by 75%. There's no way that's right.
No, there's my 25 by being fire type,
Oh, yeah.
and 50 from absorb elements. 75.
Altogether, that is. Alright, hold on. I'm just realizing I'm doing it wrong way. There.
I'll be right back.
Take your time. So that is. It keeps plussing. I wonder why. We're just gonna say you take 15. I feel like that's a pretty evenish number to work with.
How dare you say the even number and it be 15?
I meant like
It's an odd number, my friend.
I meant like for the number it was gonna be with just the reduction of dividing it by 3. It was already lower than adding another percent on, because for some reason dividing by a percentage kept increasing the number, not decreasing it. Which was. So yeah, you are obviously going to take 24, 32, 83. I think 15 is a pretty fair and even number to be using for that instead of jacking.
I know, it's just, you know me, I would think about uneven numbers.
Yep. That's just sometimes how it works in D&D. You get the odds. And your odds are not looking good.
You say that now.
Yeah. Okay, what asinine batshit you got? Because it's your turn.
Well, we have had shown that parts of me can go ethereal in phantom form.
Yes.
What about all of me?
Yes. It can. You can become entirely ethereal. It does have a turn number limitation that I don't remember anymore, so I'm just gonna say.
We never talked about this before, so this is all common from you to me is new.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I remember, no, we did talk about your etherealness, and when you first tried to use it in the, I think it was Atlantis.
I never tried to go full ethereal though.
No, it wasn't Atlantis. It was
It was when I was going for the soul with my hand.
Yeah, pretty sure you went full ethereal because you hid inside of a bookshelf or inside of something to give yourself cover. So yeah, full ethereal, you can do it. It's just you can only do it.
Watch back.
Yeah, I'll have to as well. Anyways, but yeah, we'll just say that for now, just to make it easier. It'll last 6 turns if you decide to do so. You will take some damage. It's not going to be much.
What would be my corruption?
Your corruption, because you're doing it intentionally, it would only increase by like 2%. No, sorry, 4%. I mean, so you'd be at 17%. Still not quite bad enough for you to start worrying too much per se, but and it's still pretty like easy to get rid of still.
I have no idea where my corruption percentage went.
It's at 70%.
No. Where I was keeping track of it. I was keeping track of it in my base form
Yeah, I have no clue.
under bio.
Maybe.
It was there. It's not anymore.
Huh. But yeah, just you're at 17% now. Just write that down all over again. So, what do you do?
I would like to just dash outside of the volcano.
Okay.
If possible.
I think I see what you're thinking. I'm going to say it probably doesn't work. If it was just normal lava, it would have worked. But he also has magical.
I'm not talking about going through lava. I'm talking about just going through the rock, getting to the other side.
Yeah, you would have to travel the lava though first to get past the rock.
If I go at an angle upwards?
You hover. I wouldn't say you fly. So I'm gonna say, even though the thing is on top of the lava, on top of the lava, there's like a lava thorn bramble from hell. Basically, there's lava spike growth on top of the lava. And if it wasn't for that, I would say probably yes, because you're floating a little. But because of that spike growth,
though.
Yes, but it's not solid, it's liquid. So I'm going to say it would still burn like hell and cause you to struggle to move. The lava's not going to be an issue. The lava spike growth on top is. Because it's not solid. And whereas the lava is basically liquid that's in a flat surface.
How much damage would I take to do this?
I'm going to say you would take at minimum of probably about maybe 3 or 4 d12s. It's doable if you dash, but it would still hurt a lot. Like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards 4 d12s right now, due to the distance you'd have to cover. Because it is traveling that way through the entire field of lava. I am going to say, because you are floating, though, if you don't move, you will not take any damage. That's what sounds right as I think about it more and more. And it doesn't help that while the lava is a physical thing, the lava thorns are more magical than they are lava. If they were a normal physical lava, I would almost say you would just get pushed upwards to float above them if that was the case. But they're magical. So no matter how much I try and see if I can bend it.
I will do the I will go ahead and I will take my regular movement. But what if I take dodge action?
Remind me what dodge action again does, just for the sake of
Disadvantage and all that on things to hit me.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, I don't know if this would be applicable. Probably not. I'm just throwing things out here.
I mean, you would still take damage. It wouldn't be anywhere near as bad. Like, instead of trying to go the full length right to the rocks, where you'd no longer be at lava, where it would have been 40-12, this would drop it to 1.
We'll take that option.
With the dodge action, it would just make it so he doesn't get to hit you
Very well.
Or, not that he doesn't get to hit you. It would reduce the chance, if I remember right.
Very well.
Oh, well, that's 12. You are still fire resistant, so I'm going to say it does get reduced still. Because of its magical nature, how long does Absorb Element last?
It is a round.
1 round. So I'm going to say it still is an effect then. So that would be...
So
by 3.
it'll stop being around the moment it comes back to my turn. Essentially. If I have it correct.
So... So you are going to take 2 damage.
Okay.
So you're moving away from him, correct?
Yeah.
He is going to attempt to try... Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Okay, I was afraid of that. Smav, I'm going to have you make 2 rolls. Ready?
Yeah.
First, I'm going to have you roll either Dex Acrobatics or Strength Athletics. Because you are going to get grappled.
Natural 20 acro.
Yo! With modifier?
Natural 20.
Yeah, what's the modifier on top of it?
25 then.
25? Cool. This is one of the few moments where a nat 20 alone wouldn't have been enough. But thank God you had that plus 5. So yeah, you do manage to just like barely get out of the way in time. And now I'm going to have you roll Perception. Because he did try to physically grapple you, I'm going to say advantage.
15. Wait, no, I don't have my bonuses on here. I need to quickly reference Plasma on here.
Technically, you're Phantom on now. Or
I
Phantom
know,
Plasma.
I have to reference
Wee.
one sheet so I can understand the other. Because I apparently did not add in my skill list. So I have a plus 3. So that 15 would go 16, 17, 18.
Okay, cool. Thankfully, meat beat. Are you ready?
For what?
Because you see something very different.
Alright.
You see King Midos reveal his true form.
Backing ham.
He is smothered in lava. And you can tell that his body is nowhere near as small as it looked. It encompasses the entirety of the volcano over and over and over. His body
How the fuck were we supposed to fight this?
spinning into the sea of
He's
lava.
Jormungand of the volcano.
Quite. He is Jormungand, Leviathan of lava, basically. And there was a way.
Here now, my uncle is a weak ass bitch compared to this.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to do this fight yet.
Well, I was trying to leave.
Yeah. But someone said, let's split the party.
We could have said, are you sure you want to do that?
I did. Twice. And I drank a ton. Like, I beat this over the head. Bad idea. Like, there's nothing more I could have done. There was nothing more I could have done. So yeah. Speaking of, Freya,
Mm-hmm.
roll initiative.
Go.
What'd you get?
Or
Oh.
What?
or
Okay. Smab, what did you get when you rolled?
14.
Shit. Yeah, the frickin' Masters from Hell just got an 18 total. Okay. I mean, this is very much... This season might be ending sooner than I thought, people. I'm sorry about that.
Oh.
But this is when we will pick it up next time. Next week's gonna be hell. And might be the last episode of the season already. Blame them. It's either gonna end with their death or with them somehow managing to ass pull their way out of this fight. Wish them luck, because they will need it.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah. See you all next time. Especially since they cut out so much stuff. Ugh.